Claudia Drolet, la propriétaire de Tissus Garceau, à venir nous parler de son entreprise.
Good morning. It's really a pleasure for me to have the chance to talk to you, ma'am. Appreciate your time. So, yes, my name is Claudia Drolet. I'm 43 years old. I have a business administration bachelor degree. Well, I've been working in the transport logistic industry for more than 15 years. And suddenly my sewing passion was taking more place into my life. So 8 years ago, I created a small business, which is called Création Nilo. Nilo for my two first name kids, Nyla and Larek. and I created fabric handbags and accessories. And I was selling my items, my article, my creation, whatever, into handcraft markets. And you know, I was working 40 hours a week, and as soon as I had spare, free time, I was sewing during evening, nights, weekend, and suddenly, I was a point of my life where something was missing, and I was looking for challenges and accomplishment. And one day, one of the fabric store in Trois-Rivières closed, and it was the time. It was like that was the challenge that I needed. So suddenly I take the phone and I call the owner of Tissus Garceau, and I asked the lady, "Were you for sale by any chance?" And she was surprised because she was not expecting that call. And she said, well, let me think about it. Let me think about it. And I knew that I knew the owner because I used to be a client, to buy my fabrics. And finally, she called me back, and she said, "Well, let's meet." And we started the purchasing process. Let's say in October, and it took about 10 months to get a deal. And I finally signed on my birthday a year ago. So let me tell you that it has been, the most significant birthday I ever had. And Tissus Garceau is now it's the only boutique, the fabric boutique in Three Rivers now. And basically it's a fabric and sewing accessories boutique, but it has existed for 53 years. So a lot of people know that store. And when I bought, the customer were asking me, are you going to change the name? I said, why I would do that? Because there's a history behind that name. And when customer come in at the boutique, it's really funny because people at my age, they telling me that they were coming in with their mother at that time, back in days.
Yeah.
So it's really funny. And it's beautiful to see that, because people are still coming, and now the customer that have the same age than me are bringing their kids with them. So it's a good, it's nice to see that. It's nice to see that. Yeah. So during the if we go back in March, and when the government required the closing for the non-essential stores, I had to find a way to survive. So I took 2 weeks to set up my website, my online store. So let me tell you that I took 100 of pictures. I created 100 of items to be able to offer a nice selection for the future customer that will be buying online. So, and I'll also try to be on social media as often as possible, to just to enlarge my visibility, to let the people know that Tissus Garceau is now online, because it's never been the case. The owner was she was from another generation, so it was a different thing. So immediately the online orders started to come in, and we were getting about 100 of orders per day.
People were at home.
I know. So people were looking for something to do. And
parfait.
yeah, I know, but we worked 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. It was just crazy. It was crazy. So we were not ready for that success. And the boutique, the store, had nothing to do with a store at that time. It was just a shipping area. To ship all that online orders. But the customer still, they had the choice to either pick up their order outside the store, or just simply get it shipped by a courier. And we had a new customer. The people were, they were just the order that we got. People were coming from North Ontario. So it was really fascinating to see that, and it just really took me by surprise. It took me by surprise, yeah. And since the reopening of the boutique in June 1st, the online order are still there, are still coming in, but with a normal flow, which is just good. Which is just good, because having to manage the people in front of you, and having online orders getting through at the same time, you know, it's a lot of work, and it's also a question of managing the inventory, because yeah, it was a real goal, and but finally, yeah, I made it. But even though we have to respect the sanitary measures, I allow only 3% at a time in the store, but there's always people waiting in line outside to get in. So it's really good or bad weather. It's just fascinating. I know it helped me. You know, I know it helps me because of the mask industry. People need fabrics to, you know, to realize their projects. But it keeps, you know, the people are still coming in day after day, even though I decrease my my opening hours. I used to be open 6 days a week, but because of the pandemic, it's only 5 days a week. So, which is good, which is fine for the moment. But I really, you know, I feel really blessed. I feel really blessed. And I have a special thought for the other entrepreneurs that having a difficult time right now in this period. Really, it's not easy for everyone, and I feel blessed. I really feel blessed. Yeah. So if we look at the video, well, unfortunately, you can see what it looks like before, but let me tell you that a lot of improvements have been done during the past year. You know, to have a boutique in my own image. Yeah. You know, it's a small area, but with a lot of choices, and just having the walls, my gosh, just painting in white the walls instead of brown. Oh, such a huge difference. And you know, it's just small details, changing the lighting to put up front the fabrics, because this is what I sell, and it also has a nice effect. And right at the beginning, I had to computerize the inventory, because I had in mind, right at the beginning, I had in mind at that time that I wanted to be online, you know. But I don't. It has to. The pandemic has to arrive to get it fast. You know, to get the website faster. But I'm glad, because I heard regularly positive comments from the clientele. You know, they're happy, and so am I. So they're just happy that the boutique still exists after all that time. And also, I listen to my customer when they're looking for, you know, some new fabrics, or some new fibers, or some new useful accessories. So I listen to them to be able to offer a larger selection of products. And yeah, so like I said previously, my customer are just giving me so much love, and it's a really nice pleasure to work every day. I think it is the I think it's the better, it's the best choice that I made in my life. And I'm really proud of where Tissus Garceau is and where it's going to be, for sure, in the future. Yeah. So yeah, I'm proud. I'm proud to be a woman entrepreneur. Yeah, really, I am. Yeah.
Félicitations. Well, we're proud of you.
Yeah.
And this is incredible. And you had the foresight to digitize your inventory right from the beginning. So it allowed you to then, get the website. And in fact, go online. I've met both Rochelle and I have met many businesses across the country during COVID-19. And the one area that really does stick out are those that have been able to pivot their business, particularly through digital, so that they can maintain, access to their customers, and that their customers can get to you, and that you can adapt your business in a way that provides the same service and your products, except just a little differently. And it's terrific. I mean, we, the federal government, have partnered with Shopify across the country. We're going to do more of that, so that we can actually, we can help our businesses. I mean, I said earlier, and I don't know if you heard it, but you're another example of you need to see it to be it for those, because you may have other entrepreneurs who think, how do I start to digitize? This is a business, I've never been digital, but your business is a 50-year-old business that you digitized, and you brought it into sort of, into a new area of revenue. And, as the minister that's responsible for both, for small business, but also for international trade, this is an avenue as well for our Canadian businesses to also go international, because the world wants more of Canada. Like, I know that. I'm around the world all the time with my colleagues from other countries, and our job also, in addition to helping female entrepreneurs be successful in this country, it's also to help them grow. And I mean, maybe somewhere down the road at another one of these, Claudia, you're going to end up back in, maybe not on a screen like this, but maybe we'll be doing it in person. And you're going to tell me that you're taking your business and you've taken it international. So you never know what the future will hold. And it's wonderful because, and when I first learned about Tissus Garceau, what was wonderful about it is that across the country, we have been hearing, and I think even Sévrine, you and I might have even talked about this right at the very beginning, which is generational businesses that exist in so many of our communities, and that they don't have a succession to them, that the owners have spent their love, their energy, their entrepreneurialism in building up, and then at the time of retirement, where does it go? So you found a situation where it's a win-win, which is these incredible owners who spent their life building up Tissus Garceau now has another life, and it's another life that's going to be another beautiful life building on what they did. But if it wasn't for that succession with you wanting to create a new enterprise from what is a known and named brand in Trois-Rivières, then it wouldn't be there. So félicitations, congratulations. And I wish you all the very, very best. And I can't wait for your future success, because it looks that way for sure. Rochelle, I don't know if you want to add on to that as well.
Well, Quel beau cadeau d'anniversaire aussi, Claudia. What an incredible story. I guess that I was wondering, just picking up on what the minister mentioned, if you are seeing the possibility of maybe selling to the United States or abroad through your new website. I can't believe you put it up in 2 weeks. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you see the opportunity to sell abroad as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course I started small because I only had 2 weeks, but anyway, the process started months ago. Let's say a year ago, because it was part of the plan to be online. And when I decided I wanted to have a bilingual, of course, online store. And it is also bilingual. And that was the goal. But I wanted to test the, let's say the French, the French market. But I also got orders from Ontario. During the pandemic.
So people were making sourdough and they were sewing.
Yes. I learned how to make sourdough, so it was incredible. I mean, and it works I can tell you, it works to a minister's schedule, because you only have to do things, with 15-minute intervals, which is always the amount of time that I always have. So it was perfect. So now, but now I'm thinking, boy, how do I stretch this into sewing? Because that would be wonderful too.
So it's really part of the plan to to enlarge the market and to be international, of course. But like I mentioned previously, I wanted to start slower, because it was I didn't know where it would bring me, and finally I just I'm just happy with the result, and I will just continue to improve the website and to enlarge the different markets. Yeah, this is part of the plan, of course.
Well, we can help you, and stay in touch with Sévrine and with Pemasol. We're going. I mean, it is to help women-owned businesses or women-led businesses be successful, and that success will come through growth. And so we're looking forward to working with you. I mean, let's make sure that you have available to you all the tools you need to be successful.
All right. Thank you.
Claudia, si je peux me permettre une question aussi, parce qu'évidemment, la COVID-19 a été pour beaucoup d'entreprises l'occasion d'accélérer la création d'un site web transactionnel. How did you make it in 2 weeks? And did it cost you like tons of money, or how did you find the right way to do it?
The process has started months ago. I did my homework because I finally found the right platform for my boutique, and I wanted to encourage a local industry. So I decided to go with Panier d'Achat. They are located in Montreal, and I wanted to get a nice and really fast technical service if I needed help. And of course, it hasn't been easy. I put a lot of hours into this, but it's doable. It is doable. It's like I said previously, it's a long run, and it's something that needs to be also understood. in the fabric industry, it's always changing. So I'm always improving and adding new items every week into my website, because after one bundle of fabric is finished, I have a new design to show to the people. So it's always, you know, it's like two businesses into one that I have to manage, you know. So but I like that. So I'm not complaining at all. You know, that's the way that's the way that I it's always challenging, and yeah, I love it. I won't change anything. Yeah.
Bravo, bravo. Congratulations.
C'est incroyable, ouais.
Merci beaucoup encore une fois pour avoir partagé votre histoire, Claudia. C'était super, vraiment intéressant.